So hi there, my name is Jessica. I'm today business developer for AGC Glass Europe. I used to be a junior entrepreneur for several years. So I started in my own junior enterprises before joining Junior Enterprises Belgium. And today I'm working for AGC, which is actually a premium partner of Junior Enterprises Belgium. My Junior Enterprises Ishek Junior Consult during my second year of bachelor degree. As a consultant for a business game which called Brussels Management Challenge, a business game where management meets technology. It was a great year. Then I chose to join the board of Ishek Junior Consult by being an HR manager, then events manager, and then communication manager. Then with a friend, Julie, we decided to enter the expo. So she became the president and I became the vice president by being the partnership manager. So we did an amazing year together. The transition between the movement and my current company was really smooth, as actually my current company is a partner of Junior Enterprises Belgium. So during my studies, I did a lot of different student jobs. So I was constantly working for a lot of different industry and purposes. So when I finished my study, I was a little bit scared to focus only on one thing. But the fact that I joined AGC allows me to keep the contact with the junior entrepreneur, as now I'm in charge of maintaining that partnership with the junior entrepreneurs. So I really love the fact that I never really leave the junior enterprises network. So the transition is really smooth, as I have still both my feet inside the same work. So I'm very happy with that. So as a business developer, I joined a department which is new business development. The purpose here is to go really downstream in the value chain of AGC by developing adjacent activities or even out of core activities. So today we are working with different startups, and the purpose here is to develop them and to help them to develop themselves, to be profitable and scalable. And the purpose is to diversify our activity. So I'm really working with a lot of different projects, with a lot of different startups. I'm speaking with a lot of different people from all different worlds. And so this is what I really like within my job. So the ideas today is to create a common structure. The startup which are inside AGC could follow. It's based on several pillars. And so this is an accelerator for the startup. They could have access to coaching, they could have access to a co-working space. So we give them a lot of tools to really get better, and then they have some KPIs from us to develop themselves. And the purpose is that really encourage startups to grow up. My biggest today rewarding in my environment is that I could make bridge between the junior enterprises and the startups. So when startups, for example, have a need, I always try to find the junior enterprise who can better answer that need, and I make the contacts. So it's really important to me that the junior entrepreneurs know they can count on me, as well as my colleagues know they can always call the junior entrepreneurs with or without saying my name. The best motivation is the reward. So when you work hard and you see that your work pays off, this is the best rewarding. You don't want to stop. You don't want to demotivate yourself when you see so many things happen around you. So when I started in my junior enterprises, we were actually maybe 20 maximum. When I left, we were 60. Of course, I didn't do that alone. So we were friends. So they count on you. You can count on them, but they also count on you. So you cannot let them just leave them. So you stay there for you, but also for them. And we accomplished so much in so little time. I mean, what we did in 3 years during our studies, during our student jobs, it was huge. And the rewarding for that, namely an award, namely we started from the bottom of the junior enterprises of Belgium, and we started on the top 3 of the best junior enterprises in Belgium now. So all what you do for the network, I'm convinced it's really given back to you. What you give to people comes back to you always. Life is like a boomerang. So if you give to your environment motivation will come to you. I have lots of really great memories. I would say from a national point of view, it was probably the winning of the best improvement award for my junior enterprise. It was really like so a wonderful moment I had to live. From an international point of view, I would say my first winter conference. So at that time it was called Spring Conference. And I absolutely didn't know about the European movement. So I met a lot of people and I had really a great time, even if it was in my own city in Brussels. With my friend, we took the hotel. So really to live the full experience and not like to go home at the middle of the event. So we took the hotel and I like nearly discover another Brussels because I met so many people from around the world. My advice for junior entrepreneurs would be to never stop working on yourself. So I started to work at 15 and a half, and I would say I never stopped developing myself. I never stopped working on myself. Everything around you is an experience. So you always win. Either you win, either you learn. So never stop working and improving yourself to be a better person. My advice to alumni is that you joined this movement one day, and it was for precise purpose to improve yourself and to get experience. Don't forget that people who are in the network today are here for the same reason. So if you can help them, if you can just give them a hand, just do it, because it will be rewarding for them, but also for you. Pleasure for me to tell about my success story, and now I give the word to Jurgen.